Coming to you again at 0900 hours and 28 minutes. Friday, November 2nd, 2018. Psychological disorders is not going to be long. It's something that we don't speak about no more again. I try to bring topics to the table and guide and challenges to think about psychological disorders. Some people are out of touch of reality. Trauma in their life may have caused them to be the way they are, and they need help and don't even realize it. And spiritually been touched to say, are you the friend, and make it sound like a commercial, or a person that gas up, ignite the person that need help? Are you the associate or the person in that person's life? Even though you may not become a friend, you may not have a relationship, do you allow that person to stay that way, or do you actually speak to that person hurt? See, and now that's what we don't talk about. We go to the psychologist's office to literally talk. They just listen and they ad lib. They're literally ad libbing to you. And I've been to one and it's great to go, but after a while I was like, I don't need to go. If I can ad lib at home, I'm angered or I have a problem. I can see there's a problem. I don't need nobody to tell me it's a problem. I know within myself, I know I need to get myself up or on a move to say I have myself. I don't need a person to tell me I have a problem and just speak about it. Well, this was the cause of it. Okay, that was the cause. So what you gonna do about it? And that was another lady that had the same lady. Let's stay with me. She brought that up. She said, "Do you expect a person that do drugs to all of a sudden stop?" And I said, "Yes." She just looked at me. She was like, "You the type of person I wouldn't want to be around." I was like, "Yes," because I'm the type of person that's going to hold you accountable for yourself. And too much to like, she couldn't, she tried to argue. She wanted to debate, but I shut it down because I said, all you're going to do is take a person that been through what you do, make excuses for yourself and as they did for themselves, and they out of it. I understand what got you there, but I also understand what's keeping you there. The same things that got you there, the same things keep you there. So if you keep bringing that into your life, that's a spell, that's a curse, and you don't heal and be delivered, you can't overcome it. And you are not going to overcome if you're going to sit there and make that excuse in your own brain. I understand it's a drug. I understand it's an inhibitor. But at the same time, I'm sitting next to you. You either going to do that on your own, you're not going to do it in front of me. And after a while, if you're doing it in front of me, I didn't allow it, but I wasn't going to control your life. I'm not here to control your life. What I'm here to do is I'm a reason you met me. There's things I learn from everybody I meet. There's even in that person hurt, I learn a lot. I've been told by another lady I was with and ladies I met, I am cold and heartless. If I wasn't cold and heartless to myself, you know what I'd be doing? A lot of people say I smile a lot. If I wasn't smiling, you know how I would look. And in my look, you know what I would be doing to people? I was like, just imagine that. Go from a person that's willing to help you and assist you with anything you have to do, even though I don't know how to do it, and going from a person that is say F you and I'm here to destroy your life. See, nobody thinks about that. We only think about the benefit that that person is there. We don't look at the true benefit. Like maybe that person is there for a reason. And a reason is this came to my mind is people that I watch, they had so much of this bad trauma in their life. And then I had to break down trauma. It's an event that occurred in your life that you have no control over, but it happened and it was such a tragedy, you felt as you didn't receive enough help. And in that event, while you was doing that, you lose track of everything. You lose track of reality, your life. You functional. Because yes, you got to go to work. Yes, you got to do things. Yes, you know how to still perform. You know how to cook. You know how to dance, sing, whatever your gift is. You as a lawyer, of course you're going to function back into your career and your profession, go to school, whatever you want to do in your life and run, exercise. But at the same time, in your inside, you have not took the time out to heal yourself. And that's what we're seeing. I'm watching people that's not healed. What I look like not being healed and speaking to the mass of people. And then you telling the people, hey man, she shouldn't be talking or he shouldn't be talking. They're not healed because I don't want to be around them. That's just me. Because I didn't want to imagine when you was hurt. You didn't want to be around yourself. You probably cut yourself. You probably wanted to do all these crazy things to yourself. And the ultimate one of it's fatal to your life. So imagine what those persons is doing if they're supposed to be sitting up there on a panel or a board or discussion or forum, and they're supposed to be helping people, and they're in trauma, and you can hear their trauma. I'm not there to give up of them, but I'm gonna tell them, hey, let's have a one-on-one. If they don't want to do all the things to make them better, now this will sound funny. If I could not notice that I was doing wrong, why in the world could I even do anything? I don't care how much knowledge I have on this information, because what I'm going to revert back to is what is going to hurt the people. If I revert back to saying you can't do it, I'm going to hurt a lot of people because I know there's a lot of people watching me. I know that a lot of people look up to me literally because of my height and literally like, okay, he really doing the things that he's saying. The reason I didn't like people growing up, I was like, how you smoking and drinking and you wonder why your son and daughter doing this? And see, people don't look at that. I was like, mom, my mind do not think like everybody else. I can be in the wrong, but I was like, damn, that was really messed up. Or I can be like, I'm not doing this. Like you could be the minute, you could be in the middle of fighting me. I lost the fight because I decided to put my guard down. I didn't put my guard down because you outclassed me or you were stronger than me or that hit hurt it. I had decided for that few seconds, which is dangerous to myself, I'm fighting for no reason. I could have thrown you could have thrown a punch, or I could have been an argument or a debate or discussion. I was like, where is this discussion going for no reason? And I would like literally just shut down and it won't have no comeback. I don't have a counter because I literally just decided that I just messed up. I had to take the time out psychologically to know that. And if I didn't do that, I'm going to destroy everybody else around me. And that's what we're doing. That's another cause of what we see with men and women that's separated and divided. It's that we allowing people that's messed up in the head psychologically, just like you were at one point in that area, to try to talk to other people. And we allowing it because you inviting them. Like if I'm not going to invite to someone to a seminar, if that's just they just had a traumatic event in their life, whether it was 7 years ago, 7 days ago, 7 minutes ago, 7 hours ago. Because I know what they're going to eventually do go back to that tragedy. They're not going to think in their head, damn, I need some help. The first person can help me, but maybe then and then this is the most like another case, which is is rare, but we should do it more. Maybe somebody else can help me. But we will not seek, we will not research. We research everything in a book about some history that can be changed that we don't even know if it's all truth. I wasn't there. And I had wrote this down earlier. I wrote no person owes another anything. No person. I know we heard this before, but we don't say it enough to ourselves. No person owes another person anything. No person owes no one anything. I don't owe you nothing. No one owes me. It's not like what can they do for me? It's not even like what can you do for me? It's basically what can I do for myself? So when I go out in the world, if I respect me, I respect everything that's around me. So that's including the people, the objects. See, I don't have a see if you're gonna have a psychological disorder, at least have one that's like to the point like, man, I'm gonna respect you and I'm gonna respect me first. Because if you can easily respect yourself, how hard it is to respect everybody else. Because I know that don't require no effort. If you everything you do on your own require no effort when you do it out of yourself. So if I want to lend a hand, like, hey, can you hold this? It's like, yeah, it's kind of heavy, but yeah, we know it's heavy. That's why I need your hand and other people helping you. It become easier. See how that works? If you get other people that can assist or help, it become easier. And that's something that cliches I usually hear. It take a village to raise a child, and we run around wondering why the children are the way they are. There's no village. It has nothing to do with the religion. It's no village. You can have a religion all day with no village. I don't care what you say or do. That child is not going to be raised properly. That is supposed to be. It's That's why when you become parents, it's called parental, watch over, guardian. You're guarding. You have people saying you're sheltered. How are you sheltered? I literally grew up. My mother hopefully it wasn't a lot of like the sex things. We covered our eyes or and we had to cover our ears, or she had fast forward or stop the movie because that wasn't something she was ready to introduce us to at that time, especially not in no movie. And she may not knew that was in a movie. And it was like, oh, and sometimes as a child, you don't notice little things. But as you get older, those little things you didn't notice, yes, you notice them now. I think back when I was watching Mickey Mouse or some other cartoon that was being like Josie and the Pussycats. It was little things that they was doing, even in Lion King, Scamper. I know you probably never remember Scamper. So it was so many things that our brain take on that we don't have understanding of. So until we get understanding, there's no way we can sit there and ignore that person, and we can't allow ourselves to be engulfed and hold that down. That's a word that we haven't used in a while, is burden. Don't be a burden onto yourself. Don't allow people to be a burden onto you. Help when you can. If you can't, sometimes you do have to walk away from that person. And we got to stop fueling and igniting the people that that's like support. So you're going to support their trauma, but I'm not here to control you. I'm here to help. Because as soon as you start talking, I'll be like, so what you need? Oh, I'm not doing that. You can easily say no. If that person feel alone, and that person only, if that person only mind, like I said, it could be 7 years, 7 minutes, every hour, 7 days, 7 years, 70. Something is wrong. That person need a lot more help than you think they do. But we cannot keep being the influencer. I'm not going to allow somebody to influence me that's willing to destroy their own people for some money. But that's just me. Because what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path. It's your journey. It's your choice. Choose wisely. And if you need help, Google or go to your local library. Yes, 1-800-CRISIS. There's crisis centers if you need help. I don't care who know about what's wrong with me. If I got a problem, I got a problem. If I got to deal with it, I got to deal with it. I know everybody is not the same. I know we are not built and we are not made the same. But I'm not going to influence a person that's like messed up, and I can see that they're messed up. I'm not just going to keep giving way to their grievances, because after a while you have to stop and realize, what would that person, if you lost a person you love so much, how would that person feel right now if they was watching you? They was watching you right now. How would that person feel? They would want you to move on into your life, or just to grieve and just sit there, because they know if they're really watching, if they really can watch us, they're like, that's the same thing as death. You're grieving over me when I'm gone naturally, and you're physically here naturally. Why would I want you to grieve? You fight the fight. Learn how to fight. And in some ways you can fight the fight a different way. The fight that you're seeking and looking for is not the same. You need to fight a different way. Whatever caused you to get that way, you got to figure out. And that's why I say, if all these things in our life, nobody talks about yourself no more. Teaching you how to love yourself and to be I don't want to I love myself, but I want to be a lover of me. I know I'm not the only person in this world. I know I can see past a lot of things that goes on in this world. I know I can see past me. I'm not a cold-hearted person, but I'm not going to allow you to destroy me while you destroy yourself. You're not going to destroy me. Either I can be of influence, or I can be a help or assist you. That's the only thing. If I can't do that, I'd rather let you wither, and you got to come to a realization of yourself as well, which I had to do. And most of the time, when you come to a realization, it has nothing to do with another person. It all has to do with you. You either can take it to make it, because it's for you. Whatever in this world that you or want to do is for you. It's not for me. But I am an example. I am truth. I am success. And this is like positive affirmations. This is good reinforcements. This is positive empowerment to myself. I don't got to mention no person. I can do this all for me. And you say, why are you doing it for me? Because eventually it's going to trickle out. I'm so loving, I want to share now. I'm not hurt. I want to go help the ones that was hurt. You might be a key to their puzzle, but you allow them to sit up there and keep waddling and all that crap. They're going to be their own fire to their own doom, their own explosive to their own bomb. And as they do that, they kill themselves and they're hurt in their minds and they can't move on and they get deeper and deeper. But until you have to help destroy that. I'm going to kick down your wall. I'm going to keep getting in your face. If you hurt me, that shows that I will take that hurt. But I'm not going to take a hurt when I don't have to take it. See, I got a choice. But if I know if you sitting there doing all you can, I might help you. I want to help you more. Even if I know you're out to hurt me, I know you're doing all you can. And stop influencing these people to do that. That's another destruction to we can't become if we're a unit, we're not a community yet. If we're a community and we're a unit, how are we allowing the people to destroy themselves? Shalom.